Okay, last episode we tackled a little bit of a difficulty spike, and I think for the rest of these levels, at least in the top row, it will kind of smooth out for the rest of the way, apart from level 5 maybe, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, onward to level 3, Thirsty Desert. Okay, so we are given a lot of time for this one, and well, we might just need it, is all I'm going to say. I'll just quick glance at that. Charles, go over there, and Alf, make your way over to the wings. Because the main gist of this level, and sort of for a lot of levels to come, is balancing out getting your Pikmin and transing them to other Pikmin types. It's pretty much the whole deal. Quickly gonna get that one. Okay. So another piece of strategy here for us too is whether or not you want to tackle doing bridges or not. Okay, let's get Alpha and Charlie onto that as I'll send something onto that. Okay, how's Alf doing? I think for now I'll get these guys on the... so nice. Oh no, I can just tackle it from that way. Get some guys on the apples since, well, can't exactly go over that way. And the whole thing with the nuggets is the whole fact of balancing how exactly you want to tackle them. Also, I think I might just get them off that now. Get a few wings onto that one. Throw Brittany over that way. Just really glad that there's not stuff in the water for us, although that being said, why would there be? We don't have blues. Okay, and I think we should be more or less fine. So what's Brittany up to? Five guys onto this. I think that's 5. Let's get one more. So then we can get that. Send Brittany back to base, and then we'll continue on what we were doing before with the guys. Okay, I think for now. No, no, please, don't do that. It's all about what I wanted to do over here, but I'll keep Alf over this way for now, even though it's not going to be probably not going to be efficient. I think there's another... yeah, there's another flower up here for us. Okay, what is Brittany doing? Okay, I think for now I'll just leave the pinks up there for us. I mean, I know I could have just wrestled them for us, but I mean... Not exactly thinking... Just a lot of things we need to do. Okay, Brittany, back to base with you, Alf, Charles. Do things, please. One, two, three. I'm trying to think if that's there just so you can throw purple into what I think it is. Okay. Just remembering I'm probably supposed to be saying stuff. It's probably how this all works, right? Brittany... no, Alf, please. So can carry the apple back. Why? And then we get started on this pile. Okay, what's Charlie up to? I know I probably should get some Pikmin nectared up and stuff. It's that I kind of always forget about it. Okay. It's probably not going to be the best idea, but wait, no, apple. Just having things so spread out just definitely throws me for a loop. I mean, sure, whatever. Get them onto that. Just trying to avoid some wings on the smaller stuff, only because I think the carrying speeds are slightly slower, just ever so slightly. So for like shorter distances, it's not really going to be efficient with noteworthy stuff. Things. Okay, can I get you to climb up? Okay, cool. Alf. Trying to focus. Sorry for the not talking stuff. So I feel like... Just gonna say, I feel like I'm forgetting something. In a way, I am. No. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and all that. I'm not gonna go. Okay, cool. Yeah, definitely the game plan for this level in particular is doing the outer parts working outwards inwards sort of deal. And I guess for a lot of the levels here in mission mode. I mean, at least we did it with We did it with a minute to spare. But I feel like I could definitely go faster. It's way too much waiting around. So yeah, I think my high score was like in the 6,000s or something. Like, I don't know. In particular, like there's just some levels that apparently I was just in the zone and just got a high score that I have no idea how I managed to get, and just, I can't get again. Like, I must have been on something that day. Okay, Thirsty Desert. A particularly interesting one. I'm just gonna mention that. Okay. Trying to get the lay of the land here just very quickly. I'm gonna come down with Alf. Let's do this. I think if I play my cards right, we don't need to grow any Pikmin today, in this level. If we play our cards right, that is. I'll just get Brittany off. I can get you over this way, please. Sir. Okay, cool. Come over this way, Charles has the unfortunate job of dealing with Walpoles. If I'm being completely honest, is like the one thing I don't like. Of course, you just had to grow some Pikmin out, didn't you? Okay, I'm trying to think of which way it is. 7 should be enough. Yeah. Definitely a bit of a weird case of this level type. Just in play, the fact that just do things with like a small group of Pikmin. Although that being said, that's just kind of a thing this game in particular. You don't need a lot of Pikmin to do stuff. I mean, I wonder why they did that. Okay. Okay. Just wondering if he bottled bombs, or I wanted to save them. I think I just want to save them. Okay, buddy, what the hell? Why did you go to the pile? I was nowhere near that. Like, what are you on about? Yep, sure. Do you have to go for a swim now, buddy? Like, why? So that should be all the enemies, most of the enemies I should say, on this side. I'm thinking just go here. And then we'll use the bomb rocks this way. Thought that was an enemy that we had just missed for some reason. Okay. No. Okay, so we have exactly 3 bombs. And of course, it must be on easy mode or something, because... Dude, what? Why? I swear they must be invincible or something as they just start to dig down, because like, why? It should not have happened. Okay, probably took a little too long on that, but it's fine. Come down this way. Because with the very limited amount of Pikmin, let's take on a Whip Tongue. Okay, cool, you can kind of go that way. Just, yeah, I'm doing it again, just really want to focus on this. Okay, you know what? Take a bomb. Use the bomb. Let's just run. Because we have wall holes here to deal with. Please get caught. Definitely kind of the main reason I don't like fighting wall balls. That wasn't obvious enough. Because of that. I swear they can sense when you're in a hurry. Because they just waste your time. Could be wrong, but I think that might just be a new high score. Maybe. Definitely needs to check. I really want to do my outro just for the sake of normality, but I mean... So, Thirsty Desert Remix. I feel like if there's any level in which is kind of known, like, is kind of really useful for transing Pikmin, it was known for transing Pikmin and the strategy around that, it's this level. Because we're only given purples. I feel like no. Send Alf. I don't know where I wanted to send Alf. Just around. Brainy can go that way. I think for now. Get that one done. Is there anything in the way? Okay, cool, there isn't. So. The main gist of this level is pretty much there's a bunch of heavy things to get. And also a bunch of smaller things. So it's a balancing act of having the purples carry back the heavy stuff and then transing your Pikmin to have them up so then they can carry back the smaller stuff a little bit easier. Also within all of that is some watermelon chunks, so that is fun. Okay, trying to get most of the heavy stuff done. Okay, yeah, send Alf back to base if Brinny's not going to be there already, so then we can start transing our Pikmin. You know, that is right next to base, but I feel like that should be fine. I feel like... Okay, would have loved to have some pinks on us right now. It's fine. Yeah, I'll speed this up, and then once all this gets back, and then I'll kind of go about my business about giving our Pikmin some CRT. I don't know why, but that like an accent wants to come out whenever I say C, especially CRT. What? I don't think it's exactly Irish, but like I don't know. Okay. No, thank you guys, but no. You want to gain the power of flight, that's what you want to do. Brittany, come over that way. Go 1, 2, 3. And then I feel like from that point on we can pretty much easily do things that way. Do you know what? Yeah, while that's going on, I think I can kind of just wait. I don't know. Out of all the levels, see, I think this might be one of my favorites. Like, out of the original set. Only because there's a lot of strategy involved in this. Okay, Alf. Go over here. I kinda get the feeling it's gonna be good for... Right, no, yeah, right, that's what I want to do. Getting up 10 wings. No. Have them carry that out of the water, so we can then get our purples onto that. So bring you off to the base and then get Alf onto something. I don't know what exactly. Thought we can reach that, that's nice. Right, of course. I feel like I'm forgetting something, and that something is over there. Let's do that, I guess. It does actually get to a point where it's like, what do I do? There are a lot of things we can do. I'm just kind of getting some decision paralysis on this. Okay. I feel like of course. Alf, boy. Let's get them on that. I really feel like it's like not worth it to get the spray going. Just because of how much we've done and just how much we don't exactly need it at the moment. It's gonna take a chunk of time, but I think I'll finally trans these guys. Just because it's... yeah. Sure. Please tell me we're not going to be one nugget short. 'Cause I think it's going to be a purple that's carrying it. I was hoping that since this is a level I kind of practice a lot, that I would be able to get the platinum first try. Apparently not. So you know the drill by now, I'll run it back. Try and collect your Pikmin squad as soon as possible, as well as getting the repetitive tasks started as soon as you can. Some of these tasks, like digging up the fruit and having the purples carry back the larger fruit, can take some time. So get them moving early on, so you don't have to worry about them later. For the nugget piles especially, think about which way the Pikmin you're using will carry it back towards base. Pinks are slower than the whites, but they can take some shortcuts that the whites can't. Typically, if there's water in the way or the path back up to the nugget pile takes a bit, use pinks. If not, whites are your go-to. Don't underestimate the purples. Sure, they're slow as shit, but there's a lot for them to do in this level. Using them to carry back the larger fruit as you think about what you want to spend your precious supply of whites and pinks is a valid tactic. Even letting your pinks carry stuff out of the water, or over it, so then you can have your purples carry it the rest of the way as you move that much quicker. And don't feel like you have to give all your purples some CRT. You might just waste too much time waiting around for a group of purples to be free. And finally, stay on the move. Sure, this applies to all levels, but I feel like you can feel it the most here. Consistently moving on to the next task while you let the Pikmin complete task or catch up to you will save seconds you might need for the platinum. Oh, and whenever you're able to, don't forget about the nectar. The slight speed increase flower Pikmin get is oh so worth the small amount of time used up to get them. Okay, 27 seconds spare, we do it. If we didn't need to come back here and do this again, probably would have been wanting to come back and try and get a higher score, but I mean, this is a level you just need to kind of focus on and just get. I was gonna say perfectly, but that's not really quite it. It's more like you need to be in the zone for this, because like there's just a lot going on and it's hard to be optimal here. Okay, kind of hoping that the next one's going to be a little bit easier, because I really need to piss. But yeah, next episode we'll kind of circle back around for me recording wise, because I started this recording session on this. Now we're going to be ending it off with the remix. But until then, that is when I'll see you.